So now that you have a mesh, you need to texture it. To texture it, what you will do is first select everything, then press U. You will do Smart UV project and add margin of, let's say, 3. Okay, you unwrap this. It has done Smart UV projection and it has created islands. See the islands, you can come here, select items, and you'll see the projection. Okay, so what this does, this has unloaded all of them and created a flat image out of it. Okay, what we will now do is create a texture out of it. We come to textures. This is the UV, but we currently don't have a texture. We do this, new texture, and we'll name this X. Okay, this will come in handy later because the same name should be in the template as well. Okay, we have this. Now we go on to, let's say, setting, sheens, type of brushes. You can select from here, brush metal. Um, all these details you can probably look into, but for our use case, we don't necessarily look at the coat, see what type of coat it is, and we try to paint this. Okay, there is nothing, we can't really paint it because we have not selected it. So we add a texture, base color of white, add this texture, and now you will see we have a texture here as well and here as well. Okay, now what we need to do is paint on top of it. That's it, nothing else, and same would appear on the texture pane. Okay, so let's undo that. Now what we will do is, let's say, go to the brush setting. Yes, brush setting. Inside the brush settings, you have textures as well as the color palette, advanced modes, texture painting, stroke, texture mask, fall off. Turn this off. Normal mode fall off. Turn this should be off. Okay, as well as brush bleed. Bleed should be depending on the type of material. I'm using 2K, so it is 8. But if you have 4K, it should be 16. 1K 4. So that's how you should match it. Okay, so whatever you're currently working with, just 2x that. Okay, so 8 pixels should be good enough. 2x only. Okay, now let's paint around it. Okay, so now you have the basic, you know, coloring of this done, but this doesn't really look good and is very colorish, and you can try shading with, darker colors and, gradients. It's up to you, but I will like to teach you a really simple method. Okay, if you see currently, you can try shading like this, but that's not really a great idea, is what I would say. um, Working with texture in this scenario is much better. Textures, in a sense, images. Okay, you have images and you can overlap them on top of your base model. So to do that, what you will do, you will come down to the texture panel and attach the image here. But to do that, you need to come down to first the texture pane, which is at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Select from my downloads folder and just pull one image of a wood. Yep, now it's here. It's not applied as of yet, but let's go to the textures tab and then go scroll down to the texture panel and see, okay, texture is applied now. How we are applying is we are replicating it, and you can now paint with the texture. So now you have the whole texture painted, and you can play around with it however you want, or if you want to export it you can also do that. Just a few things before exporting. Okay, you need to have the name of the texture the same as the name of the FBX material. So if you see ax, so when you are exporting the image of the file, it should be ax underscore br if it has a br type, and you can look through the types and the different types of material on the actual documentation, but for this scenario we are just going with br. Now if you come here, if I want to upload a 3D model, I can choose the files. These are the two files we created, ax.xpx, app.png, and we import it, and importing is in the process. Let's just wait a couple of seconds, it is processing. Yep, and it's successfully generated. Now we can place it, play around with it, do whatever we want with it. Move it around, scale it up, make it smaller, make it huge, rotate it, whatever we want to do. So let's see, let's make it upside down for now and embed it into the ground. I suppose that similar to like a placeholder of some kind of mythical item. Okay, we can now preview this by just going into the world, and see, if you see it, looks pretty legit, pretty good. So you can create one of these for yourselves and play around with it.